I'm Ian Rush and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV on an evening that saw Liverpool crash out of the FA Cup in the 4th round after a 3-2 defeat by Oldham Athletic at Boundary Park. Gonna do some Facebook comments before we talk about the match. This promises to be about as fun as dipping your ball sack into a cup of sulfuric acid. Let's start off then with Alex LFC Forbes, who says, lacked at the back and midfield. Gerrard changed the game but couldn't do enough. Need all three against the arse. You'll never walk alone. Omar Abdul Kadir says Coates hasn't had any playing time. What do people expect? For his attitude, I would slap Robinson. Who does he think he is? Let's concentrate on the league now, eh? Yeah. Dylan Fodor, one of a very rare sensible comments. Well played, Oldham. You know what? Absolutely fucking spot on, Dylan. Not enough people giving the credit where credit's due. I think there, mate. Well done. Kevin Nolan, presumably not. No, that's not our Kevin Nolan. I think this result is exactly what LFC needed. There's two huge games against Arsenal and City coming up, and the players should be fired up and ready to bounce back. The character of the team will be tested in the next two games. Surely Rodgers can't afford to get 0 points out of 6 in the next two games. Right. Oh, God. Johnny Gilchrist. Embarrassing. Hope Rodgers gives players like Robinson the bollocking they deserve. As for Wednesday, well, we need an upset of our own after that shocker. Tom Cates, just brimming with optimism, says, this time last year we were in one final and on our way to another. You can't tell me we're in better shape now than we were last year. BR is taking us down. Have a word. Do you agree? You know what, it's just my opinion. Do you agree with Tom? Do you disagree? You know exactly where to leave your opinions. Right there, not there, yeah. Underneath is essentially what I'm driving at there. Leave your comments underneath. Do you agree with Tom? Do you believe Brendan Rodgers is taking us down? Or do you believe that it's an FA Cup 4th round game, and although it's a bit annoying and a little bit upsetting, let's move on then. Bill McCauley, Sterling, Robinson and Coates should have been nowhere near that game tonight. That was a game for the normal back four. First mistake BR has made, sorry to say, because I think most of what you've done has been great. I presume he means him, not me. But stop the rotation crap now. If I have to watch kids that ain't ready yet, or players that shouldn't be wearing the shirt wear red anymore, my head's going to explode. You'll never walk alone. Rant over. Thanks very much, Bill. Again, agree, disagree, please do let us know. Chris Cower, just a poor start that cost us dearly, and the younger players in the squad not stepping up to the level needed to play against a team like Oldham. Gutted, but let's refocus and take down the Gunners Wednesday. Yes. Just to round up, funny one. Bring King Kenny back 2012. Who may have a little bit of an agenda here, I don't know. Says not going the way as we are supposed to. Look, we got knocked out by Oldham. People have said perhaps I've not been too critical. We're not critical enough of things in the past. But when it's shit, isn't it? You can't justify getting knocked out of the FA Cup by Oldham. You can say the pitch was bad. They played a very physical game. They had a little bit of luck. Goalkeeper had a fucking nightmare, didn't he? You know what I mean? Throwing things away. You shouldn't get beat by Oldham. But here's the thing, right? It's not the end of the world. It's an FA Cup game. It's called the magic of the FA Cup for a reason. Good teams get knocked out by shit teams all the time. It happens every single year, and it's infuriating when it's you. But I'm sorry, if you think that's the first time that's happened to Liverpool, you've got a very fucking short memory. In fact, I spent most of my early days going to Liverpool games, watching us get knocked out by no marks in the 3rd round. The Bristols, Boltons and Coventry Cities and Spurs of this world. But no, look, oh God, it's just these people who just, it's like you've got bipolar disorder. Just chill the fuck out. You know what I mean? It's 1 week, it's brilliant. What I don't get, when we win a game, great, you know what I mean, great, let's talk about the positives, let's say how good it is and how well we've done. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, but equally, when we don't win a game or we get beat, let's just fucking calm down. Honestly, and what's even worse is the people who constantly go, Rodgers is shit and he's taking the club in the wrong direction and we're no better off than we were last year. You're wrong for a start, but also, where are you when we win? Where are you when you win? You're not the people coming out and saying, you know what, well played, great tactical decisions from the manager. He picked the first 11, he got the first 11 absolutely spot on, and the players played brilliant, and it all seems to be working. Where are you then? But no, you sit in the woodwork and wait for for a mistake and a little bump in the road to come along, and then you come flying out with all this bile. Oh my God, have a fucking word with yourselves. Simple as, because I don't mind it, and I mean equally. When we play shit, you've got a new goal, you're doing, Liverpool are amazing, oh my God, look at this, we're going to win the league because we beat Norwich. When we play shit, you've got to be able to come out and say, you know what, you get knocked out by a League One side that are going to be battling relegation to League Two. That's not a good thing, you know what I mean? So you've got to be able to take the rough with the smooth, but what I'm saying is, that's great too, but really, it's the FA Cup. I would love to see, I want to see us win the FA Cup. I went to the fucking final last year and it was an absolute heartbreak to see us not win it. Thankfully, I've seen us lift FA Cups in the past, so you know what I mean. But I'd love for us to have got back to the FA Cup finally, and I've loved to have, as another Liverpool fan, not too happy with the result. No, I'd love for us to have gotten back there and righted the wrongs of last season, but it's not happened, and you can't put any hope or expectation into winning cup competitions. Because if you could, Arsenal fans would have all topped themselves by now. No, look, it's disappointing. It's massively disappointing. The players for the vast majority were pretty poor. It was great to see our full strength attacking lineup, but we just didn't get to see them do what they were meant to do because there's no service. Because as someone who's more intelligent than me and more tactically minded, I'll tell you what formation we played. I didn't quite know myself. Suarez looked boss in the first half, but the second half, I was pointing out in commentary, when we made the changes, we should have just done what we normally do. Give the ball to Suarez and let him just beat everyone and score. He ended up isolated, he didn't get enough of the ball in that last sort of 25 minutes when you really want someone to create a little bit of magic. And because when he did get on the ball, he threatened to create bits of magic, and that's great to see. Look, you can't look, let's look. We can't really look past the fact that it is an incredibly disappointing result. If you have to take some positives, limited though they may be, I thought Jordan Henderson did well. Again, a couple of people criticising him, I think he bang out of order there. You just kind of look at the guy got switched to right back and was boss. You know what I mean? His drive and his determination, constantly looking to get forward, get on the overlap, offer an option. Attacking, and for Stuart Downing as well. And Stuart Downing came on quite hard. Steven Gerrard, unlucky on another day, he maybe gets 2 or 3, and we're laughing about how Steven Gerrard pulled us out the fire once again. Defensively, Coates, yeah, he's had to stink it there, hasn't he? I commented on Twitter. He looks like he should be a brute, but he's clearly not. He's a bit of a softie, isn't he? And that's the problem. He's a big, burly looking lad, and he should be able to hold his own better. He should have Schmidt in his back pocket there, and he doesn't. And is that a question of ability, or is it a question of desire, or is it just a little bit of fire that he maybe doesn't have in his belly? Or, as mentioned there, the guy's not played. Him and Skirtle have certainly not played as centre-backs. That back 4 is just all over the place, and 5 if you count Brad Jones, who apparently played with an injury. His wife tweeted that either before or during the game. Well, you know what, boo fucking who. If he's not fit, then he shouldn't play. You know what I mean? Apparently he's taking an injection or something, so if he's taking an injection for it, then it shouldn't be paid. I don't know, I'm not a physio, I don't know. Fact of the matter is, whether he's got a sore shoulder or not, that's a clanger. And that's just, I think that's, to me, that's Brad Jones through and through. Genuinely exceptional human being. You know what, he's a man to be admired for the kind of the strength of character that he possesses, but goalkeeping wise, I don't personally feel massively comfortable having him in nets. Fundamentally though, look at the side. People complain about the side we've started with there. On paper, we should be able to beat Oldham, and the fact of the matter is, they've come out and they've got an early goal, and it throws our game plan off. And look, you can't justify getting beat by Oldham, but the fact of the matter is, and you can justify the team selection because you're talking about a League One side, and all these people who are saying that it's a disgrace. You can't then say it's a disgrace we've not beaten Oldham, be disrespectful to them in that regard, and then say, and then say that we're not right to treat them disrespectfully by putting younger players out against them. I don't know, you know. That's just my take on it. Anyway, well, look, at the end of the day, we're out. don't lose too much sleep over it, because ultimately bigger challenges lie ahead. As mentioned, Arsenal and Man City to come. Will we get points from them games? Absolutely no idea. It would be nice. It'd be nice. Right now, I'd be happy with a couple of draws. But you know, the fact of the matter is, if we can get a result at Arsenal, and touch wood, I hope we do, it won't matter that we've lost to Oldham. It won't matter at all. And hopefully we can get. It's better to lose these games. Better to lose games in the cups, isn't it? We did it in the Europa League. Most of the games we lost in the first half of the season were Europa games, and it didn't really matter because ultimately people banging on, the league's the most important thing. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that means we can, as mentioned, we can channel some of that energy and aggression and annoyance and just beat the shit out of Arsenal on Wednesday. It'd be amazing. Hopefully. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments. You know, obviously people are very pissed off. I think it's Oldham. It's bound to be upsetting, isn't it? Fair play. But no, you know, what did you think of the team selection? What do you think of some of the players? I think it's a little bit harsh to single individuals out. You know, single Jack Robinson out. That's the reason he doesn't play in the Premier League. And the fact of the matter is, we are short of first team quality players. We've only got one proper left back. We play Johnson's our backup left back, and he's our right back. So, you know what I mean, we're playing a young centre half at right back as well, and we're expecting him to do the job of a dyed-in-the-wool, born and bred right back. Not so much. Anyway, leave us your comments, try and move on, go on have a bevy or whatever. Oh, and bollocks, go and vote for us in the Shorty Awards, go do it now. You're watching the show, if you enjoy it, if you don't think we're completely and utter knobheads, go to shortyawards.com and vote for the Redmen TV to win in #webshow and give a very nice you know, because they're awesome and they're really good and they smell great or whatever, like, and hopefully we can win. We're miles behind first place, so we need a good 2,000 votes between now and I think it's the 10th of February closing date, so get all of your mates involved as well if you would be so kind. Yes, anyway, thank you very much, and actually now, good night. Ta-ra.